This is awesome because I just got fact-checked in my video about the pitfalls of fact-checking animal facts, and I want to get right into it. First of all, directionally, I'm fully with you. Sirenians in general live in a lot warmer waters than a lot of pinnipeds and cetaceans do, so you would think that they would require a lot less robust thermal insulation. But that said, even though Sirenians in general are a lot more sensitive to decreases in temperature change than some cetaceans and pinnipeds, they still do have a thinner layer of adipose tissue that very likely evolved as an adaptation to help insulate them. But to answer our question though, is this layer called blubber? If you go to the Encyclopedia of Marine Mammals, 2nd edition, 2009, they are perfectly comfortable calling it blubber. Also, if you just go to Google Scholar and look up any papers on Sirenian physiology or even studies on the blubber itself, for instance, its evolution or its chemical components, there are tons of papers that refer to Sirenian blubber. So why does the idea persist then that these animals don't have blubber, other than just the general vibe that they live in warm waters? If you go to Wikipedia, the Wikipedia article on Sirenians actually states both. In the beginning, it says definitively all Sirenians have blubber. Later in the article, it says Sirenians don't have blubber per se. And you can even find people with doctorate level degrees on the internet also saying that Sirenians don't have blubber. So for our purposes then, how do we fact check this? Well, context is really important. So for example, some of the sources on the internet say Sirenians don't have blubber because they have really thick skin. That's directionally just completely wrong. They do have a layer of fat that helps insulate them below their skin. It's just a question of whether we should call it blubber or just call it a layer of insulating fat. Because blubber typically refers to a layer of fat that evolved to help insulate marine mammals and maybe penguins, then I think it's pretty safe to say it's blubber, and there are plenty of academic sources to back that up and very few academic sources to contradict that. Also, the commenter goes to mention Sirenians living in cold environments, which is super cool, and I'm glad they brought that up. And I'm going to make an upcoming video about stellar sea cows. Thanks for the inspiration.